Here's something I decoded in December 28th, 2024. Humanity's spiritual journey is woven into the fabric of sacred text, most notably the Bible. At its core, the Bible reflects the soul's descent into duality and its eventual return to divine unity. Through the story of Eve and the tree of knowledge, we see the beginning of the journey of fall from innocence into the separation and shadow. This descent mirrors the individual spiritual awakening, where the soul must traverse chaos, ignorance, and duality to reclaim its divine nature and ascend to Christ consciousness. The Old Testament symbolizes this initial chaos, the fragmented mind consumed by false gods and egos, fears, and illusion. It reflects the human condition before awakening, where the soul grapples with the shadow and wrestles with its own creations. Yet within this chaos lies a seed of wisdom, for the journey through the shadow is essential. Eve's act of eating the fruit of the tree of knowledge represents the soul's first step into awareness, an initiation into the complexities of duality. While this act brought separation, it also set humanity on a path of reclaiming divine wisdom through gnosis. Eve, in the role of her mother of humanity, represents the soul's willingness to descend into the realm of Malkut, the kingdom, which is the material plane. In an act of divine sacrifice, she surrenders her wisdom and divine alignment, choosing to experience separation that she may awaken alongside humanity. Her descent is not a punishment, but a purposeful act of love and service. Through her journey in the shadow, she initiates a collective journey of awakening, guiding humanity towards integration and enlightenment. The Messiah, symbolized through Adam, represents a different path. Unlike Eve, who sacrificed her wisdom to descent, the Messiah is born awakened, fully aligned with divine truth in higher realms. He comes to embody the awakened state and provide a model for humanity to aspire to. Adam, as Messiah, reflects the higher self within each of us, the divine spark that remains untouchable by the chaos of the material world. While Eve walks a path of descent and integration, the Messiah walks the path of direct connection to Source, serving as a bridge to humanity back to unity. The New Testament, in contrast to the Old, represents the awakened mind and the fulfillment of his journey. Christ, as a Messiah, reveals the higher self, a state of consciousness that transcends duality and embodies unconditional love, wisdom, and alignment with the Source. This is the promise of the spiritual path, to reconcile the opposites, heal the shadow, and return to unity with the divine. The Bible is not just a historical text or a set of moral teachings. It is an esoteric guide written for those who have begun the work of spiritual awakening. For the unawakened mind, its words may seem contradictory or even nonsensical, but for those aligned with the wisdom of the upper worlds, its deeper meaning reveals itself. Scriptures speak to language as symbols, archetypes, metaphors: the Garden of Eden, the flood, the crucifixions. Each story carries hidden truths about the soul's journey. Without the light of wisdom, these stories remain locked, but with gnosis, they become a map for navigation in spiritual realm. Christ's repeated phrase, "He who has ears, let him hear," speaks to this mystery. The Bible invites each seeker to look beyond their literal and discover the inner teaching. This requires inner work, the integration of the shadow, the awakening of the heart, and the cultivation of divine wisdom. It is only through this process that the words of scriptures come alive, revealing their transformative power. The Holy Spirit, known as Sophia, which is wisdom, in many Gnostic texts serves as a universal guide and encourager of divine knowledge. Far beyond any singular tradition, the Holy Spirit exists as a spiritual ally, encouraging seekers to study across all religions, philosophies, and spiritual paths. She is a breath of inspiration and the spark of revelations, guiding the souls towards gnosis, the experimental knowledge of the divine. According to Gnostic teaching, true wisdom comes not from blind faith, but from deep personal understanding that unites the wisdom of all spiritual systems. The Holy Spirit transcends any one tradition, for she is the embodiment of universal truth, flowing through all sacred texts, symbols, and teachings, whether through the Vedas, the Tao, the Quran, or the Bible. She reveals the interconnectedness of all spiritual knowledge. By embracing the Holy Spirit, we honor the call to seek, question, and decode the deeper meanings of spiritual teachings. She encourages us to seek beyond dogma, division, and recognize the unity within diversity. In doing so, we unlock the wisdom of the ages, gaining insight into the divine plan that unites all paths in their ultimate truth. The Tree of Life, central to Kabbalistic mysticism, is a cosmic blueprint of creation and a map of universal soul. It represents the journey of divine energy as it flows from the highest realm of unity, which is Keter, the crown, into the manifested world, which is Malakut, the kingdom, earth. The tree of life consists of 10 Sephiroths, which are spheres, each representing the stage of spiritual development, and 3 pillars that describe the path of the soul. The right pillar is the pillar of mercy, the expansion and action. The left pillar is a pillar of sovereignty, is contractions and discipline. The middle pillar is the balanced pillar of spiritual ascension. Christ consciousness resides in the middle pillar, the Tefereth, which is beauty, at its heart. Teferet is a sephirah of harmony, love, and divine unity, corresponding to the heart chakra. It is the seat of the higher self, the bridge between material and spiritual realms. When the middle pillar is activated, divine energy flows seamlessly from Keter through Tefereth into Malkuth, aligning the seeker with their divine blueprint. This alignment brings balance between the masculine pillar of mercy and the feminine pillar of sovereignty energies, creating harmony within and without. Teferet symbolizes the awakening of Christ consciousness, where the soul embodies unconditional love and becomes vessels of divine light. Now let's talk about the practical pathways to awakening. Let's talk about the first one, which is the heart center living, which is centered around the Teferet, the Sephiroth. The heart is the center of Christ consciousness. Practices like meditation, gratitude, and compassion open the heart and aligns the seeker with the flow of the divine energy. The second one is shadow integration, which is concentrated around Yesod. The subconscious patterns and fears held in Yesod must be brought into light and of awareness. By embracing the shadow, the seeker clears the channel for divine wisdom to flow. Without it, divine wisdom cannot be activated. The third is balancing masculine and feminine energies. The dual forces of expansion and contradiction must be reconciled within. This balance creates the harmony needed to walk the middle pillar and awaken Christ consciousness. Union with the divine will of Keter. Surrendering the ego and aligning with the will of the source allows the seeker to embody their higher self. This is a process of crucifixion and resurrection within, the death of the lower self and the rebirth of the divine self. Learning across traditions. Inspired by the Holy Spirit, study and contemplations of wisdom from all spiritual traditions deepen gnosis. Whether through sacred texts, mystical teachings, or personal revelations, this universal approach brings clarity and unity to the seeker's path. The Bible is a living, breathing document reflecting not only the cosmic order, but also the divine truth within each of us. Its stories and teachings are not relics of the past, but guides for the present, a call to awaken, integrate, and ascend. As we decode its mysteries, we realize that the Bible is not separate from us. It is a mirror of our own journey, a reminder that we are co-creators with the divine. The tree of life, the Christ archetype, the Holy Spirit, and the wisdom of the scriptures are all tools to help us remember who we really are, eternal beings of light, united with Source, and capable of embodying divine love in material world. In this way, the journey of the soul from the fall of Eve to the awakening of Christ consciousness is a journey of us all. By walking the path of the middle pillar, embracing the guidance of the Holy Spirit, and honoring the dual roles of Eve and the Messiah, we align with the harmony of creation and fulfill the role of the divine plan. This is Makalasi. Thanks for listening. Peace.